Hold on. Testing. Hold on. Testing 1 2. Okay, 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 okay. I'm in here. What is going on? What is going on? Yes, I've been up in here trying to test out. My other channel wasn't linking in, but not it linking in. Man, what is going on out there? I hear myself on that other channel. How y'all are doing over there? Hey, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I want to thank y'all, sincerely thanking y'all when y'all check out these videos over here. I really much appreciate it. Okay, um, this is sort of like easy work, but also a little bit of complicated, yes, a little bit. Okay. That's a lot you have to bring my other channel in over here on YouTube. Okay. Now I'm running live on X channel. Um, I don't know the full detail of it yet. It's just something that I clicked on, and I believe it has to do with a lot of young. I mean, a lot of upper people chat rooms that they be in. I don't know too much about that. I just don't really like being in the I like being in a grown up atmosphere. So and then don't get me wrong, I don't know what I'm doing either. So I'm not trying to be so picky about it either. But but I don't, I like being around in a mature as, if you may say. Okay. But I'm gonna be in here for a little minute today. Um, I'm gonna get back on where I left off at earlier today on different clips on different and and things that make the be what it is. Now it's on with getting better, you guys, and I believe that's what we need to always remember, are actually uh, um, judging, prejudging, talking, um, putting input into the conversations. I think we really take how we analyze things and how we analyze this new world we're living in today, right? I challenge people to take a look at certain realities in life, okay, and ask themselves, um, do this happen around in your circle? Have this as have certain things that we may not pay attention to because we choose not to believe that certain things in our circle happen the way that it is happening, and we choose to buy in to uh, what we want to believe. Now, like I said, I was guilty of a lot of things that I'm now heavily um, not so, but really knowledgeable to not want uh, to participate in in the in the distractions or in the non-productive things that we see out here. So I choose to do this now, and I choose to look at the situation now in a different way, in a different manner. Wait a minute, it's kind of hard for me to see what I'm doing here. I need these glasses, I need these glasses. Yeah, so I was testing out to try to see if I can get this other channel connected over here. And it seemed like it's working for right now. So we're going to work with this. Now, earlier today, I was in here. I should say things went pretty okay. I was in here for like a couple of hours, right? I was like, whoa, but I come from a YouTube space that that chatted that chatted about meaningful things online for hours. Now, some people may look at it as if it's a waste of time. It depends on where you're at, the space that you are at in your life. But I was on YouTube for maybe about 3 4 years, and I was really in chat rooms with people that spent hours online, and I must say that I'm very proud to be have been in type of chat rooms, but it was really concerned about what was happening in the world. You see what I'm saying? What was happening in the world, people was concerned about that. Now, a lot of people may look at it as if you should only worry about certain things that may or may not affect you. But I'm a firm believer after being on this world right here for 53 blessed years, I am truly convinced that everything in this world affects all of us. If it don't affect you, it's going to affect somebody in your circle that you may care about or that you may love. So um, when we get to a place that you want to be inspired by not only yourself but just off of the life lessons of this thing called life. When you get to that place, some of us come there, some of us don't, right? But when you do get to a place like this, it it kind of do something to your heart, it do something to your spirit, it do something to your soul. And a lot of people might not understand that, right? So I get that as well. So this is me, you guys. This is me coming to this internet space, this internet world space, with my heart, with my feelings. Well, not in my feelings, but caring about the world and caring about the way how we, myself included, participated in this world of destruction or distractions, right? I just want to be one of the voices that have concerns of where the world is going, where I may have been part of these problems, and where we can try to make sense about this thing going forward in life. As you know, the older we get and the way how the world moves out here, I think it should be important to. I get so much joy behind speaking and caring about stuff like this. Now, people in the world, we get joy by whatever we may get joy and pleasure by, but it's nothing like being a part of this world and trying to figure out better ways for people to operate in this world, better ways for our grandkids or our kids to operate in this world. Um, it's more than one way that we can leave our kids and leave legacies behind. Okay. I truly believe one of the blessed way to leave your legacy behind, or to leave your kids behind, or to leave a memory behind, I believe it's lessons. I believe it's uh, wise taught lessons. I believe it's really caring, really showing up, really being there for the people that you say that you love. I believe loyalty is another blessing to leave for the generation behind. That's just my belief. Okay. So today we gonna be in here, you guys, talking about these things. I'm gonna run through a couple of clips like I did before. Really, I'm specially speaking uh, to the wise men, the head front men of this thing called life. I believe it start with us first. I haven't always been um, thoughtful with it. I haven't always applied it the right way, but now I know and I see better, right? I got a few ways to examine my state of being on this platform that I'm on, right? For one, I'm blessed. For two, I'm very thankful and grateful. For three, I understood, I finally understood life assignment, right? And for four, right? Everything I say here is right. It's the truth, and and the truth will set you free, right? You see this, how they tell your story. When I started this by knowing the truth will always, uh, it would always be taken for what it is, the truth. The truth sometimes be heartful. I mean, the truth sometimes be kind of, you know, straightforward. Uh, but hey, you can never go wrong with the truth, right? So this is some truth we finna get into today. I'm finna run a couple of clips back like I did earlier, and we gonna stop it, and I'm gonna give you my take on how I feel uh, these brothers be speaking to the universe. We ought to be very thankful that we have people out here in the universe that cares enough to give to the people, to give to our young brothers hope, you know, especially the young brothers. Because a lot of us young brothers grow up, we don't have much. We don't have much positive influence and hope out here for the young brothers. Okay. So give me a second. We finna get right into this. Give me a second. Hey, you are welcome. You are welcome to hit the link. You can hit that link at any time, and you would be welcome to join me on this Sunday night live. Uh, we in here battling. We in here. We in here battling the world. We in here with a spiritual test against the spirit. We is up in 2026. You understand me? With a lot of truths. So we have to pick a corner and see. That's why I got the verse. We got to pick a corner and see um, the old school values that we once held up in high regard, our family, right? That our good old dear family that's probably no longer here with us. We have to see if we're going to let the new society, the new rules that society place up on the world, is we going to let that take over common sense of what was taught to us back in the 80s, 70s, 60s, the core value of substance about self. This is a spiritual attack we having right now in 2026. You know, every few decades, the world changes. Okay, so we in a change right now. Let's see here. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I don't know. I don't know. It seems like every time I get on this live thing, uh, it be dinner time, right? It be supper time, right? What they call it, child. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know about y'all, right? But I don't eat. I don't eat much like I used to. I eat healthier now, right? I have to. I'm older, right? But I still eat good, you guys, right? I gotta get my fruit though. Okay. Of course, we got that good old corn, right? Got hot corn. I got fruit on the side, right? But so when I tell you guys, listen, when I tell you guys that I'm on here spreading love and joy, when I tell that I have been blessed, like you guys have been blessed, you might just have to care about it a lot more, right? Show it a lot more, right? When I tell you, when I tell you I have been blessed, I am still. Uh, I told you every day is Christmas, right? For me, but look at this. I got the potatoes, right? I got shrimp on top of the potatoes, right? I got the big grilled potatoes, right? Oh, I got the chicken breasts with the corn. Yes, yes. Your boy still be eating very well, but healthier though. That's the thing. You got to eat healthy. Eat a lot of fruit now. But I don't know why I always catch. I always be catching this live on live when it's dinner time. Hey, I'm gonna remember that mute button though. Okay. Okay, let's get to this Q the boss, right? He finna just explain. Uh, see one thing about this thing called life, you can't just always go on your own um, thoughts and opinions, right? You have to listen to different opinions and make all of this stuff make sense. That's why I titled this, we have to look at this life in 2026 and make it make sense, right? A lot of things that we might have thought that was important, it's not so much important the older you get, okay? So we're gonna let Q the boss, we're gonna let him break down some of these things about um, processing, processing the good and the evil when you trying to become a better person. Like I say, you have to step away. You have to step away and look at life for what it really is, and know that you're not a part of that. You're not that. We're not claiming that you better, but definitely you have to uh, show that you want better, show that you are better within inside of yourself. Now we're gonna let him break this down, and I'm gonna pop up in here and give my take on what he said. Man, this is a wise brother here. I appreciate his wisdom. Okay, let me get this in here again. This is this is not my video, but I am using this video for educational purposes. Okay. Q the boss. You can get his channel from right there. And I'm gonna have to get his link because I love his choice of words, his wisdom. Okay, let's get it. Man, man, just listen to what he just said right here. Wait a minute. I don't even know. Hold on for a second. I have to see that. I have to see. Did y'all hear this? What he said? Hold it. No, no, no. I don't even think it came on. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Now let's check this out. Let's hear this again. We're gonna start this all the way back. Yes, this brother is serious. Uh, he is serious with his self development because that's all it is self development. So let's listen. Let's check this out.
And change requires a lot of facing yourself. I avoided the mirror. Listen, I would not look in the mirror because I didn't like what I would see. And then the sad part is I treated the world the way I personally felt. And they say hurt people hurt people. So when you hurt and you tend to look to hurt others. And I'm guilty of it. I've done it. I've done it plenty of times. Because you realize that even when you're younger, you're taught that look for somebody, and that's not true. For someone that makes you happier. But we have to be already aware of our happiness.
Wow. There it is. Words to life. Did we hear this? The key takeaway, the key thing. You have to already be in a mind state of happiness. You got to already be in a mind state of growth. You have to be in a mind state of healness. Okay? We all go through this thing called life without healing ourselves truthfully from the inside out. This man here just dropped some deep knowledge about looking yourself in the mirror. When I started this journey, my personal development 8 years ago, I simply put it in those words. Who are you? Right? Because one thing we can fool a lot of people, right? But you can't fool yourself. We can fool a lot of people, but you can't fool the man upstairs. And that was one true thing that made me wanted to get serious about myself, about the way how I thought, about the way how I felt about myself, about the way how I felt about the past and going into the future. Okay? What I wanted in the future from self. I didn't want the big houses no more. I didn't want the cars no more. I wanted to fix self. That's what I wanted. Now, it's a choice though, you know? But if you look around and you see how this world, that's why I got the verses up here. When you look around and you see how this world, that's why I got the verse, you know, good, bad, indifferent choices. When you look at these things and you look at the world, what do you really want for yourself? Freedom comes when you really understand the knowledge of life and the knowledge of you, yourself. That's when freedom really comes. Let's listen to this one more time. This is so powerful.
And change requires a lot of yourself. You know, I avoided the mirror. Listen, I would not.
Man, wait a minute. Wait a minute. With change, you got to face yourself in the mirror. With change. Yes, man, this is so important. I don't know what y'all be doing on y'all spare time. I can't tell you that. I don't know what y'all do when when the job say you got a lunch break. I can't tell you. I don't know. But we all have a choice to get better within self. Okay? And it shows up. It's going to show up in your life. It's going to show up in your kids' life. It's going to show up in the way how you move out here in society, how you appreciate it in society. It's going to show.
And change requires a lot of facing yourself. You know, I avoided the mirror. Listen, I would not look in the mirror like what I would see. And then, the sad part is, I treated the world the way I personally felt. And they say hurt people hurt people. So when you hurt, and you tend to look to hurt others. And I'm guilty of it. I've done it. You know, I've done it plenty of times. Because you realize that even when you're younger, you're taught that look for someone to make you happy. And that's not true. You look for someone that makes you happier. But we have to be already aware of our happiness. I gotta live my purpose. Otherwise, you can't be happy if you're not purposeful. And change requires a lot of facing yourself. I avoided the mirror. Listen, I would not look in the mirror because I didn't.
That was well said. Good job, brother. Because those principles that he just spoke on that I had to go through in my life. I had to go through a a big self reflection on on who I was, considering who I want to be. So, you know, personal development is very deep, you guys, and it's on the show. It really will show, and once you do it,
I
oh,
started creating this thing in my mind.
hold on, we ain't finished. Every month, I call it Black Family History Month. Learning about your family tree, learning about the bad and good, what triggers you, what makes you better, what makes you not so good in your family tree. That's what that's what actually Black History Month means to me. Okay, it means finding something about my family that was powerful, that was uh, purposeful, that was positive, and make it stand as a February month to always remember. Black History Month is for your family, right? Yes, it's for the people who made us who we are, but it's also a lesson that I think that we all should pay attention to, far as a history into learning more about your family, because you can't want to learn so much about the job, so much about these different things or different months or different events, holidays, if you don't know about yourself, if you don't know about your family triggers, if you don't know about your family history, the good and the bad. I truly believe we need to learn more about self more than anything else. That's what they don't want to say. They don't want to say that. They don't want us to learn more about who we are as a people.
I was really running away from myself, and I kept noticing that I was running from myself. And I felt like I was the greatest sprinter because I would run. And I'm talking about it became a continuous problem of running and running and running. And then my trauma responses became better and better. I've gotten better at making it seem like I'm actually. As soon as you ask, okay, first now I'm great, and I learned how to put on this. You know, I got a job, a fake face, and I kept. They call it code switching. I would code switch from really being depressed behind closed doors, but in person, every so happy. I started creating this thing in my mind. I was really running away from myself. And I kept noticing that I was
Ain't it? Yes, yes. That's why I say what you tune into, that's what you turn into. Very deep. You know the things I did 6, 7 years ago, I don't do no more. You know, the things I watched 6, 7 years ago, I don't watch no more. You know, the places I went to 6, 7 years ago, I don't do those things no more. Yes. I don't watch nothing. I don't listen to nothing. I don't entertain anything. You have to be transformed from the inside out. Yes. Yes. Look at the verses. Look what I got on the screen. Words of life. You have to listen to inspire. You have to listen and tune into what you want to become, what you dream of, what you want your legacy to be, what you want your kids to be. If you didn't do it right the first time, okay. You don't just settle for uh what you have become. You can change. You can be better. I don't know who made up the fact that you just got to always stay the same. No, you don't. No, you don't. We're gonna listen to this again. Man, this is so powerful, you guys. Yes. I told you I live to get inspired, right? I live to inspire and to be inspired. See, my little corn on the cob is about gone now, though. But mm, sorry that I'm eating online, you guys. But when food calls, when dinner time, you gotta eat, right? It's nothing like corn on the cob. You know, it's really a shame how men men can love a woman so much and require so less. Yes. Words of life. We gonna all get to this in this video. He's gonna tell you, but let's listen to this man on how he describes the pain of a man. Y'all look at my potatoes. I got shrimp in it. Well, steak. Okay, delicious. So when I tell you that this brother here has been living a very blessed and thankful life, I have. But I would like to see everyone live that same life. For those that may don't live that life, it's about appreciating yourself so you can appreciate others. If you can't appreciate yourself, you're not going to appreciate what others do for you. You will look at it as if it's supposed to be when you don't even appreciate it or appreciate yourself. Yes. Got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. Men, okay? It starts with us. What we allow, what we are attracted to, we have to learn not to be attracted to. We got to learn boundaries. We got to learn standards. We have to learn that we are and we do count as well. Because I believe uh, back in the day, things might have been a little worse for people that dated real hard for good people to really be able to appreciate good people. Okay. they made it to where is everybody believe that they are good people when they really not. Then you hurt the good people. Okay. Let's listen to this guy one more time, man. Oh, beautiful statement. Let's get it.
I started creating this thing in my mind. I was really running away from myself, and I kept noticing that I was running for. And the crazy part, I felt like I was the greatest sprinter in the world because I would run. And I'm talking about it became a continuous problem of running and running and running. And my trunk became better and better. I've gotten better at making it seem like I'm actually better than what I actually am. As soon as you ask me, am I okay? First, now I'm good, I'm great. And I learned how to put on this, like at a job, that fake face, and I kept, they call it code switching. I do it with my emotions. I would code switch from really being behind closed doors, but in person, everything seems so happy. I
Damn. The men today, we suffer in silence. The men of yesterday suffer in silence. It's a very hard situation, this thing called life, for the men and women. But I hold men responsible because if if we really say no to a lot of things, then I believe the truth will prevail. You have to say no to your desires. You have to say no to your feelings. You have to say no to your urges, right? You have to say yes to your standards. You have to say yes to your beliefs. You have to say yes to yourself. I believe in this society, that's the only way that it's going to work. And I had another lady on here, and she said the same thing is going to because the women is not going to do it. Um, why would they? Why would they say things right? They won't do that. Why would they? They winning, right? Now we finna get into some heavy work right here, right? Finna get into some heavy work right here, and I don't know if I really should play this one real quick. Hmm. I'm gonna get into this for just 1 second, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come back in here maybe tomorrow or the next day, and I want to show you the reason why I say what I say, far as the men and the women. You know, the main thing, like guys, these kids, these kids today, like last week, I was at the job and I got my positive thing going right. They look for me to have a positive word for today, right? So, I don't know if this is it or not. I forgot what this was. He talking too, but it was something else. But this no, this ain't it. But I will let him say it, and then I'll get to the other one. I'll let him say it right here. But nah, we're gonna let him say this, but I'm gonna let another person say what she go say as well. But what I was saying is, like, it was a time that I was part of these problems. I've been guilty of a lot of this stuff, you guys. I've been guilty of a lot. But I can say for 8 years, I dedicated myself to change. I can say for over 10 years now, okay, I was already programming myself to change in 10 years. But I didn't start to the eighth year, okay, out of the 10. The eighth year, I really, it's like 10 years, I was thinking about it. 2 years went past, I was thinking about it. And then after those 2 years went past, boom, that third year, I kicked in to fully changing and developing new skills on how to become a better person, right? But I'm gonna say what I really found out in the process of this, I found out that it's the majority of men that really cares about changing. Okay. The majority of men really cares about changing. The majority of women can care less about changing. That's something that I did find out. Okay. Now let this young guy. I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about, but I did hear it right. But I'm just saying, if my guy that I got on the screen, Mr. DOA, Mr. Doctor DOA, if he got him on his screen, he's got to be the real thing, right? Mr. DOA, shout out to that guy channel. He's another one. But he a little bit more advanced. A lot of people ain't into advanced issues yet. A lot of people ain't into the truth of life yet. That's why these type of conversations, it makes things a little uncomfortable. Okay, but let's let this man speak on this real fast here. Let me see. Okay. Let's share it again. Well, maybe we should do this. Let's let the girls say it first, right? Cause see, this whole thing here, this whole truth thing here in 2026, it can be a little tricky, right? Because uh, men don't mind hearing their truth, right? I was speaking with this woman the other day. I was telling her the difference between men conversations and information that they give to their fellow brother. The majority, right, of men and their advice to others. Okay, that's the majority, but the majority of the women, their advice, it don't be good. It don't. You got to realize, I talk to a lot of people, right, and the women feedback and value information to her girlfriend, it do not be wise. It do not be positive. It don't be good, right? But for the men, I'm a man, 53 years old, right? I am a man, right? Okay, I am a man, right? We deliver, the majority of us deliver good information, good feedback, good, wise thought to our fellow men. Now, that's one thing I will say, that the man, uh, our men do have. We do have wise, thoughtful, careful advice for our fellow brothers. Now we're gonna let this woman say how she feels, right? About, well, we'll just let her say it. Mm, why is not up on there? I don't know. Let me see.
Thing to say in today's society to not be like women and women shenanigans, but I mean, I honestly think that there are a lot of women out there who are sociopathic, unhinged, deranged, and they get away with their sociopathy. Society has a tendency to underestimate women and the violence that women can commit. And that's because women aren't violent in the way that men are. Men are physically violent because they have like this physical advantage. Women don't. And so women have to be violent in a way that's subtle and in a way that flies below the radar. In order to maintain this idea that women are inherently innocent and fragile and therefore must be pitied, some women will deliberately use others to commit violence, or they will come up with schemes to commit violence, but not physical violence, right? Because that would throw off the whole shebang. That would just make it hard to be a sociopathic woman if everyone knew what you were up to. Take example, the case of the MLB, the ex-MLB pitcher Bauer girl, who deliberately tried to set him up only to get caught and then accuse him of sexual assault. Ran to the internet crying wolf, right? Or just crying on the internet that he had tried to assault her, and it was found that that was not true, that she tried to set that man up and ruin his life and get some money out of it, extort him. I don't always believe women's sob stories because I'm not daft. I think women are overpowered. I think women are lucky privileged in society and have a kind of protective shield that men do not. And there are a lot of women who weaponize it and use it, even some who know that they're doing it. These women are childish, immature, underdog. They need someone to finish rape. Pick-me's, for example. The women who try to date men their money or won't date a man unless he has money, and to teach her a lesson, he planned to date and then never shows up, right? Just to make her look stupid. And then these women run to the internet. It's terrible to them. I think a lot of the sob stories that we hear on the internet are not actually sob stories. I think they are women trying to save face after embarrassing themselves because they did something stupid. They had a scheme that didn't work out, and they run to the internet with their sob stories. Women who sabotage, women who are vindictive, women who will throw you under the bus in front of men, all of them crazy sociopaths. I'm not unequivocally pro woman. A lot of women know exactly what they do, and they know that they can skirt accountability because they can just sort of ride this idea that women are dumb, right? And therefore need to be pitied. We need to just like go easy on women because they don't really know.
You can't.
Nah, shout out to my boy right there, Dr. BOA. Man, when I tell you, he's another well oiled, old school, wise brother. Look at him. I don't talk about these things to be talking about them, right? I care a lot deeply because, like I stated, the kids is watching. When I talk to kids, and or like I was saying, this past Valentine's Day weekend, kids at the job, I'm asking them what they doing for Valentine's Day. First thing they said was they ain't got no girl to share with. Guys out here that lack the love from a woman, all because women refuse, and this is my belief, women refuse and choose not to be accountable in personal development. That's just what I believe. Now, I'm going to say, you see my food here, right? I'm going to say, me personally, I don't have any problems in that field. I don't have any problems with women, right? Now, I probably once was part of a problem, right, for women, okay? But hey, I'm past that now. I have grown past that, right? Uh, I really appreciate all the women that was a part of my life, and that was a part of my growing, right? I appreciate their loyalty. I appreciate them just having um, that womanly touch the way that I need it, right? See, every man, that's why I count, that's why I say it's really the men's fault. The men need to hold women accountable, just like you hold yourself accountable. I believe men hold themselves way more accountable than they hold the woman accountable. And that's a problem because you got to realize she's only going to follow what you demonstrate. And if you demonstrate to her that you don't hold her accountable, but you hold yourself accountable, well, then, sir, that's your fault, right? Yes. Hmm. That's why I speak so much about love, mainly because of this. I was watching a show. No, I woke up on the show that was talking about. I recorded a little bit. I woke up. That's why I like sleeping with the TV on because I'm a thinking person, right? And you have thoughts and you have dreams and you never know, what the TV can be on if you keep it on a positive station, right? Depends. It's a choice. Like I say, everything is a choice. But if you let me get him off this screen. My bad, Mr. Dr. DOA. My bad, sir. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Let me get him down. I'm up here talking and he up here. Thank you though, sir. But if you yeah, if you lead with holding yourself accountable first, holding her accountable second, the kids accountable. If you hold in all of those places as a man, if you hold all of those things accountable, then things should and would work out better for the family. Okay. But as I was saying, you know, it starts with the man. The man makes, you can make things just like you can make the money. You can make everything great with the money. You also, in a household, you also can make, you can make the character, right? You can make the woman have character. You can make the kids understand character. All of that is dealt from the man. If the man don't have it, how you think the kids gonna have it? How you think the girl or the wife is gonna respect a man that don't hold the one true thing that only means something? Who you are as a person, the character of you. If you don't hold that in high regard, how you think she gonna hold it in high regard? Don't work like that. So those are just things that some of us have to really learn, and some of us should have picked up on these things. You know, we have people lives, whether it's uncles, uh, grandparents, mama, daddy. You know, you have people, uh, aunties. You have people in your lives that you can learn from. You can learn what not to do, and you can learn what to do. You know, so all of that, I would say that those choices are the man's fault. I really would have to say that. Okay, I don't even know where that other one is at. It was one more. Yeah, that dude when he was saying something. But we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do it. Let me see what a time at I am in here, cause I still got my plate, so I probably need to eat. And I've been in here an hour, so I think that's long enough. Yeah, I just really wanted to come back on here, cause I was trying to get at this other channel over here to get it popped up on the screen here. So now I can be connected to a couple of two different channels. One of my channels was saying that my video would actually pop up on a face reel. You know, I don't want it on. I want it to go live. That's why I'm in here. I'm in here for it to go live. So, um, okay, get back to that other thing that you guys, that other video that we just played, when the lady was reading the riot to the women. I'm gonna back up on that video with a couple of videos of women that's in power, in high power, and choose to abuse the power that they have. Um, you know, I love women, you guys. I really do. Okay. Look, all my life, right? I love women, okay, my way, right? Then I started loving women they way, right? Yes. But in the process of all of that, right, I know what it takes because I have lived it. Like I told you, um, I've been really around in a lot of different circles of life that I lived, and it's been very good, right? I have accomplished a lot of things. I have legacies of a lot of things. Now, my life has been uh, good and bad, right? I've been through it all. But right now, in 2026, at the age of 53, I am now at the best. I am now at the best. How should I say? I am now the best in the best era of my life, you guys. 53 blessed years on this side of the universe. Man, I am now at the best years of my life. I feel good. My health is good. I'm very, very aware of this thing called life. I'm very, very thankful of this thing called life. A lot of people don't get here, okay? A lot of people can't find the space to even get here because you got to be in a good space to get here. So I would have to say, start taking this life serious. Even if you've been taking it serious, but you've been placing the seriousness of all of this upon other people, and you yourself know within inside of yourself that it's more inside of you, it's more uh it's more love, it's more respect, it's more wanting to be loved, wanting to be more respected. If you know that's you, do something about it. Make a choice. Just don't sit around in life and go go by what other people may expect of you. Everybody expect for you to be something, but what do you expect for yourself to be? I think those are things we need to start thinking about as men. Yes, I really do. But for the ladies, okay, I love y'all so much, right? I love y'all so much that I want to start challenging y'all. I want to start challenging y'all to be more thoughtful with your actions, to be more concerned about your thoughts. That's what I challenge the women. But hey, this just as an older man that done been uh, married for 30 happily, okay? Uh, this just a man who has successful kids, who has raised successful kids. This just a man who's now in his uh, early 50s, just finding, okay, just finding his core place in life. Hey, what do I know, right? It's just a who really taught good in society, right? Not perfect, right? Not perfect. I come with a lot of mistakes, right? but I am a person who love in the heart. I am a person who cares about people, right? That's all I am. But I'm very, very thankful for having forum to share what's in my heart. I'm very thankful for that. Okay. I promise you guys, right? Guys that everything you gonna see here, everything you gonna see here is all built and it's all coming from a loving place. It's coming from a growing place, and it's coming from a caring place. I care about our kids. So in the process of me caring about our kids, I'm going to talk about uncomfortable things that has to do with the men and women, okay? That had to do with me myself at one time as well. I was once part of these same issues and same problems that I talk about. Okay. But now, right now, since the good Lord has put a new spirit inside of me, because that was my choice, right? I'm able, I'm able to appreciate and learn better things. I'm able to look in that mirror and see my mistakes and where I went wrong at. Recreate, we reconnecting to yourself is how we grow. Reconnecting to your heart is how you will show people that it is growth within the soul if you choose to. Reconnecting with um, the energy of life is in everybody. So I push it out there. I love the energy of it. And I love being on here saying it and talking to you guys about it. I'm not gonna lie. I really love this space and this energy that I have for the universe. Hey, I want everybody in the universe to pick up this and just go with it. I got inspired by being on here, listening to people doing the same thing, talking about the good of life, right? Okay, it is now. So I did another hour. Good job. I did another hour and 50 minutes on here. Good job. Okay, I'm gonna get on. I was finna play another video, but I'm gonna call it a night. My food is cold now, and I got to get to eating this. You can't let the potatoes get cold. I'm a potato man. I love loaded potatoes, and I gotta get my fruit out the freezer. I like eating my fruit cold, frozen cold. All right, you guys. I had to eat a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna get on out of here. Until next time, I put my face on this place. My saying would always be this: peace, love, and if you ain't positive, keep tuning into this channel. we're gonna make sure that we stay positive, but we're gonna look into the negative, right? Because you can't talk about positive without talking about negative. Well, at least I can't, because I have too many cares in this world. My kids, right? Kids in general, right? All the young people out there in the world. There's too many young people out there in the world. So I refuse to not explore and talk about these main topics that affect all of us today. So on that note, I'm out of here. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I really, really do. Right. Y'all check out these videos, man. Subscribe to this channel, right? Mr. RC Community TV on YouTube. And when you get a chance to check these videos out, push like for me and share these videos as well. Till the next time I put my face back on there, peace, love, and positivity. Enjoy the rest of your night. And I will be back on here soon. Yeah, I'm a first shifter now, so now I can relax a little bit more. I get my relaxation on now. All right, you guys. Peace.